growing up with so much love and meeting somebody who does not know how to handle love, who did not grow up with such love, it can't work, because I'm sure at a point, maybe things I was doing was irritating, like, why are you doing this? Like,
if there is any Nollywood personality who had us fooled that their life was perfect, it would be the beautiful, gorgeous and elegant Victoria Inyama. But in recent years, the veteran actress has begun to open up about the things that she has been through in life, including surviving an abusive marriage. Speaking with Chude Jideonwo about a bitter ordeal in January of 2024, the now mother of 3 revealed that her ex-husband would often take out his annoyance on her when his football team, Man United, loses a match, and even more often when he loses a case in court. Over 2 decades ago, Victoria Inyama abandoned a thriving Nollywood career and relocated to the UK after marriage. While dealing with being out of the spotlight of movie making, especially at the time the industry was booming, the actress was again faced with battling cancer and then enduring an abusive situation for years. While speaking with Chude, the screen diva says her grandmother, who raised her, didn't fully equip her for the cruel world that she was born into. So, she took matters into her own hands and went back to school to understand social psychology and how to cope. But despite all this, did the abuse from her ex-husband ever stop?
where did I go wrong? What didn't I do? How didn't I try to make it work? But then you can be the right package in the wrong address, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Was the actress right when she said a grandmother prepared her for a world that does not exist? We will let you be the judge as we go over the tragic life of Victoria Inyama.
Women, men as well, men too. Leaving an abusive marriage relationship is not easy. You gotta be strong. Pray to God. You need God. You just need God.
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
And what is this thing here? Is this your housekeeper or... Excuse me? Will you stop that? Don't you behave like a brat when you go? Excuse me. Run around with every twat you see on the streets and you tell me you're busy?
Victoria Inyama surely needs no introduction. If you're not a Gen Z, then there are chances that the actress with a beautiful smile made your early years entertaining with her features on movies like Barracuda, Glamour Boys, Odum, Silent Night, Inyanga, and many others. Although a native of Arochukwu, Abia State, the talented and beautiful Nollywood actress was born in Enugu State, where her sweet grandmother raised her. Vicky, as friends and family fondly called her, attended Onward Nursery and Primary School and Community High School, both in Surulere, Lagos. After graduation, the screen diva proceeded to the University of Lagos, where she would graduate with a first-class degree in creative arts in 2002. The following years, Victoria married a London-based high-flying lawyer, Ben Godwin Okri, and immediately relocated to the United Kingdom. Before her relocation, Victoria Inyama was already a regular face in Nollywood, playing along stars like Jim Iyke, Kate Henshaw, Regina Askia, Genevieve Nnaji, Stephanie Okereke, and others. While speaking with Channels TV on September of 2017, the British-Nigerian actress revealed her career took off in the 90s after veteran actor Alex Usifo saw her and thought she could be a good actress. Just like that, Vicky got her first ever movie role in 1994 on Zeb Ejiro's TV series Ripples. The screen diva became famous in the entertainment scene after this role, as it was popular and aired on national TV, NTA. In no time, other prominent roles began to flood in, including Glamour Boys and Feelings, her last movie feature before leaving the country.
Run around with every twat you see on the streets and you tell me you're busy? 2 years is such a long time. You will die soon if you continue hanging around with this
Well, we'll see about that. Get up! Come on!
3 years after she got married and left the country in 2003, Victoria Inyama had a tough battle with cancer. While celebrating her birthday on November 24, 2017, the actress opened up about the scary 2006 ordeal in a home away from home. According to the actress, she had a surgery a day before her birthday and was glad when she woke up to her doctors and nurses singing her birthday songs. "I woke up on this day in 2006, 9 hours surgery. The doctors and nurses woke me up with happy birthday songs. The treatment is the most painful and it hurts. They didn't think I would make it, so he let them in. So I'm on the journey to the self, and here I am. I don't want pity. I need you to praise God for me. She wrote. Victoria was weaving low-cut hair then, and she explained her battle with cancer was to blame because even after many years, her hair still didn't grow fully. But she's grateful. So my hair doesn't fully grow, so I cut it and wear it confidently. My darlings, try not to let anyone steal you from you. It's hard when you are in it. You are all you've got. To anyone dealing with cancer, it's mind over matter. My prayers are with you. God is still God. She wrote. While battling cancer, the actress who had equally lost a thriving career was also battling an abusive marriage. On social media, the pretty mother of 3 kept up with the pretense that all was well in her life and marriage. When Yes International's journalist Azu Arinze ran into Victoria at a movie premiere at Odeon Cinema, London, in May 2014, she only praised her husband and marriage. Marriage is good. Marriage is great. I thank God I have a very understanding husband. At least you can see. Look at the time, and I am here. And he's not screaming his head off. I wonder how many Nigerian men will tolerate that. Life generally is good. I'm in a drama school here. I am also doing psychology and counseling in a college. I'm just keeping the brain busy, basically, she said. But it turned out that the Glamour Boys star actress was living a lie. In 2014, the actress studied counseling at the Lewisham Counseling School in London. Victoria Inyama was also studying psychosocial studies at the University of East London. It all turned out that all these were to understand her abusive husband, find ways to cope, and deal with people who would criticize her should she go ahead with plans of a separation. Finally, she found the courage in 2014 and separated from the father of her children. Feeling disappointed or ashamed, it will eventually take the mother of 3 almost 4 years to open up to the public. Speaking about the abuse for the first time in February of 2018, the actress made a post on Instagram about a demon in human form that she has to deal with. That will be revealed as a now ex-husband further in the post. Narrating her story, the Danger Zone actress said her ex-husband had one of his lovers living with him, yet he refuses to divorce her and also assaults her. The bondage is sickening and all his legal antics. They say the law is fair, but not when he manipulates it like he does. He has a living lover and still won't divorce me. He assaulted me yesterday and for the first time, I called in the police on him, she complained bitterly. When her fans on social media got alarmed and prayed, the actress clammed up and refused to speak further. It took another 2 years to hear her speak. This time around on May 15, 2020, Victoria jumped on an Insta live chat with UK-based mental health advocate Marlene Anderson, where she shared a heartbreaking experience. The mother of 3 explained that she was mentally and physically abused by her ex-husband but endured it because of her children. When she finally got fed up and asked for a divorce, he refused. I asked him for divorce and he said he can't divorce me, and yet he went around with different girlfriends, she explained.
So one day I said, can we just go for a divorce? He said, you can't divorce me, I own you. You're my property. Divorce me? Are you for real? I said, oh, you've moved on, you're living with another woman in your house. He said, so? So you're not in the house anymore, there has to be a woman in my house. What was the problem with that? And I'm like, so we need to divorce. He said, first and foremost, you can't divorce me. And second, even if you divorce me, your life is over. No man's going to talk to you. Which man is going to want a woman with 3 kids? You know? Oh, you think because you've gone to university that you're intelligent? You're not intelligent.
The Nollywood star's ex-husband would allegedly threaten to put her in prison and waste her life while in incarceration if she is not careful. I was scared because he would tell me, I know a lot of people in prison. My clients that owe me a lot of favor because they didn't do long term, and I'll just waste you and nothing is going to happen. At that point, I just told him I am ready to die. I'm not coming back to you. He said, alright, we will see about that. The actress further narrated how her ex-husband treated her and her children in front of his new girlfriends, forcing her kids to eat food containing nuts even though they were allergic to them. Once while fighting for her freedom, Victoria Inyama's ex-husband got her arrested and detained for trespassing and destroying his property. This was after she came for her children's belongings. I was arrested in front of my kids and locked up for 12 hours. That was the most humiliating moment of my life, she said.
I got locked up. I got locked up for 12 hours. That is the most humiliating. Very humiliating. And I had to call my brother, my half brother, and then he got someone who came to the station to bail me. But this man put a clause and said that I cannot leave the station unless they contact him. So he wants to decide if he's going to take me to court or I'm going to pay damages. And I told the policeman, I said, I lived in that house for 12 years. And I think I still have a right to that property as a wife. And I told the policeman, I said, but we are not even divorced yet. So I'm not understanding what he's doing. I did not touch him. I banged the door. And this man has been beating me all these years. And I have never, ever for one day called the police. Because I am too afraid. And they're like, oh well, next time you call the police and we'll sort it out.
In a later post, the actress explained how fear, culture, and religion made her trapped in that abusive marriage for years. Speaking about the lack of support from her church, Victoria claimed a pastor would often beg her not to report her ex-husband to the police. But when she opted for a peaceful divorce, the same pastor refused to bear her witness to her claims in court. Explaining why it took her so long to speak, the actress said that as an Arochukwu daughter, pride didn't let her speak out. But now, not only is she successfully divorced, but she also got full custody of her children in 2019. When life gives you lemon, you can either throw it away, eat them raw, or use them to make lemonades, right? Well, on her part, the beautiful actress chose to make lemonade. For some years now, Victoria Inyama has positioned herself as a mental health advocate, preaching against child abuse, violence, spousal abuse, and even cyberbullying. The actress has been in several social media wars in a quest to promote healthier relationships in homes and society. She has been a voice for the likes of Precious Chikwendu, Femi Fani-Kayode's ex-wife, and Nollywood actress Chacha Ekefani. Victoria Inyama has come out to shed more light on her marriage and why she endured for so long. Speaking with Chude Jideonwo on January 27, 2024, the screen diva revealed that unlike her ex-husband, who was previously married, it was her first marriage. As such, Vicky didn't know her right from her wrong.
I didn't even know my right from my wrong. That's the thing. For him, it was his second marriage. For me, it was my first.
Right.
It didn't help that her grandmother, who raised her, often told her that a man she was married to would never mistreat or misguide her. Despite coming from a good place, this advice made the now single mother endure for so long.
My grandmother would say, listen, your husband would not misguide you, your husband would defend you. Everything she told me, sometimes I say, Mama, no, I'm Mr. Kwasi. Man, you lied. You see this life, all those things you taught me, lies, rubbish. But I know that in her time, it was one of those things, you know, there wasn't deceit and all that.
The actress, now a psychologist, revealed how her ex-husband would bring in his mistresses to their home, allowing them to even criticize her cooking. In another instance, the actress recounted how her husband beat her because his football team, Man United, lost the match. There were other times when he beat her because he lost a case in court. Despite all these sad ordeals, her pastor would often advise her to pray harder. When she thought about speaking out, her ex-husband would remind her that she was a public figure. But as for him, no one knew him like that. As such, if she cried out, people would know all her business. But again, nobody cares. Eventually, the screen diva got out of the abusive marriage in one piece and says she has no regret.
Abuse is all about power and control. Getting out of an abusive relationship or marriage is not easy. As a matter of fact, it's like walking through a minefield. You have to be strong. When all has failed, you've done everything you can, and the abuse cannot stop, will not stop, be it verbal, physical, psychological, mental, and it's not stopping, and you feel you need to get away for your sanity and that of your kids. It's not easy. You have to be strong, especially when you're dealing with a manipulative, cunning person.
As for her ex, the actress hopes the new woman in his life is enjoying the sacrifices she made and hopes that he treats her better. One last thing, Victoria Inyama wants everyone to know that leaving an abuser does not mean the abuse is going to stop. According to her, it will only take a different form, especially when kids are involved. This begs the question, is the actress still experiencing other forms of abuse from her ex-husband? What do you think about her tragic life, her failed acting career, the battle with cancer, and abusive marriage? Do you agree that her grandmother prepared her for a world that does not exist? Finally, what do you take from the screen diva's story?
Try and find out the person's background, family background, and know if it is something you can handle. Now,
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, thanks for watching and see you on our next one.